All right, today we're going to go on a little linguistic treasure hunt. We're going to dig into the secret life, really, the hidden power packed inside some of the most basic words we use every single day.
So how powerful can just one simple word be? I mean, really think about it. Can one word be a thing and a group of people and an action? Can it be the building block for a ton of other words? Well, the answer is a big yes. And it tells us something really amazing about how our language works.
Okay, so the word we're going to put under the microscope today, it's one you've probably used 100 times without even thinking about it. It's super common, kind of plain, but believe me, it is a secret powerhouse. And that word is
board. Yep, board. B-O-A-R-D. Now I know what you're thinking. It doesn't sound all that exciting, but just stick with me, because by the end of this, you are going to see just how incredibly mighty this little 5-letter word really is.
So why board? What's so special about it? Well, it turns out it's a perfect example of this really cool concept called basic English. The whole idea behind basic English was that you could communicate pretty much anything you wanted using just a small, core set of words.
And guess what? Board made the cut. It is one of only 850 words on that official basic English list. Think of it like a super efficient Swiss Army knife for communication. And that tells you right there that this word was chosen for a reason. It's an absolute master of multitasking.
All right, let's start at the beginning. The most basic physical meaning. You know, the one you can actually touch and see. This is where the whole story of board really kicks off.
So at its absolute core, a board is just a long piece of wood. Simple as that. It's probably the first thing you think of, right? Just the raw material.
Yeah, like this. The outside of the house was made of wooden boards. You can just picture it, can't you? Planks of wood making a wall. Super simple, direct, physical. But the word doesn't stay that simple for long.
So we go from just a piece of wood, and the meaning starts to stretch a little bit. It becomes basically any flat surface, especially one that's designed for a specific job. And this is where it starts to get really interesting. I mean, just think about all the different kinds we have. A cutting board in the kitchen, a bulletin board for notes, diving boards at the pool, an ironing board. See, it's not about the wood anymore. It's about what that flat surface does. It's all about the function.
Okay, so let's recap. We've gone from a simple piece of wood to a functional surface. But now, the word takes this giant leap. I mean, a huge one. It jumps right out of the physical world and into the abstract world of people and ideas.
All of a sudden, a board isn't something you can hold in your hands anymore. Now it's a group of people who govern something. You know, like a school board or a board of directors. It's the name we give to the group of people calling the shots. So when we say the school board has chosen new textbooks, we're seeing that abstract power in action. That board is definitely not a plank of wood. It's this entity with real authority. The meaning has totally transformed. And believe it or not, it gets even more abstract. It even works its way into our everyday sayings, our idioms. You know those phrases where the words mean something totally different? A perfect example is across the board. Right, so if a new rule applies across the board, what does that mean? It means it's true in all cases. It affects absolutely everyone. Just think about that journey from a single piece of wood to a concept that means everybody. Okay, everything we've talked about so far, that's board as a noun. You know, a person, place, or thing. But this little word is a shapeshifter. It's also a verb. It's not just a thing that sits there. It's an action. It does stuff.
And this is probably the one you know best. To board a boat, a plane, a train, it's the action of getting onto something to go somewhere.
Yep, Sarah boarded the plane. It's a super simple sentence, but you see the word in motion, right? Sarah's not holding a piece of wood. She's doing something. She's performing the action of boarding.
And there's another one, though. It's maybe a little less common these days. You can also board somewhere. That means you pay to live and eat there, which is where we get the phrase room and board. It's like the action of living somewhere.
Okay, wow. So we've seen board as a physical thing, an abstract idea, and an action word. But its true superpower, its secret weapon, is how it acts like a Lego piece for our language. It's a building block.
So just how far can this one little word go? Honestly, this is where it gets absolutely wild. Get ready to see how this one simple word helps build an entire universe of other words.
Just look at this list. We've got blackboard, keyboard, skateboard, snowboard, surfboard, circuit board,
Checkerboard, clapboard, even drawing board and room and board. The list just keeps going. Every single one of these is its own unique thing, but they're all built from that one simple word, board.
And that, right there, is the big takeaway. Simple words like board, they're like the steel beams of our language. They're the most powerful building blocks we have. They might seem simple, but it's that very simplicity that gives them the amazing flexibility to create whole new worlds of meaning.
So next time you use a really simple, everyday word, just pause for a second, because you might just be looking at the tip of a huge linguistic iceberg. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple word out there is secretly hiding this much power?